Good morning, and welcome to our channel where we explore simple ways to live a healthier and more vibrant life. Today, we are traveling, at least in spirit, to a beautiful, sun-drenched island in the Aegean Sea. This is a special place called Ikaria, a small Greek island famous not just for its beauty, but for its people who live exceptionally long and healthy lives. Ikaria is one of the world's blue zones, a handful of locations where people live longer than anywhere else on Earth, with many reaching 100 years old in good health. We are going to explore the secrets of the Ikarian lifestyle, from the food they eat to the way they spend their days, and discover simple lessons we can all apply to our own lives. Before we begin our journey to Ikaria, I have a simple question for you. What is one simple pleasure in your day that always makes you smile, whether it's a cup of tea in the morning or a chat with a neighbor? Please take a moment to share it in the comments below, as this idea of simple daily joys is a big part of what we'll be talking about. Now let's uncover the secrets to a long life, the Ikarian way. The very foundation of the long and healthy lives in Ikaria is built upon what they put on their plates every single day. Their diet is not a strict or complicated plan, but rather a simple, delicious, and deeply traditional way of eating that has been passed down through many generations. It is a diet rich in plants, healthy fats, and whole foods, with very little room for the processed items that fill our modern supermarkets. Let's first talk about the stars of the Ikarian table, vegetables, and especially wild greens. Ikarians eat a huge variety of vegetables that they often grow in their own gardens, ensuring they are fresh, seasonal, and free from chemicals. They consume at least twice as many vegetables as many people in other parts of the world, filling their plates with dark leafy greens, tomatoes, zucchini, and bell peppers. Beyond the garden, they forage for wild greens in the hillsides, plants like dandelion, purslane, and fennel, which are packed with beneficial nutrients. These wild greens contain many times more antioxidants than many vegetables you might find in a store, which are substances that help protect your body's cells from damage. Including more greens in your diet is a powerful first step, so try adding a large salad to your lunch or an extra serving of steamed broccoli or spinach to your dinner. Another cornerstone of their diet is legumes, which includes all kinds of beans, lentils, and chickpeas. These humble foods are true powerhouses of nutrition, providing an excellent source of plant-based protein, fiber, and important minerals. Fiber is incredibly important for our health, as it helps keep our digestive system working smoothly and can help manage blood sugar and cholesterol levels. Health experts often recommend that adults aim for about 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day, and a single cup of cooked lentils provides over half of that amount. To put that into perspective, you would need to eat about 5 large apples or nearly 7 cups of broccoli to get the same amount of fiber as that 1 cup of lentils. Ikarians eat legumes almost daily, adding them to stews, salads, and making them into hearty main dishes, which is a key reason they feel full and satisfied without relying on meat. Now let's discuss the liquid gold of the Mediterranean, extra virgin olive oil. In Ikaria, olive oil is used generously on almost everything, from salads and cooked vegetables to being drizzled over bread. It is their primary source of fat, and it is a very healthy one, full of monounsaturated fats that are wonderful for heart health. These good fats help to lower the bad type of cholesterol in your blood, while maintaining the good type, keeping your arteries clear and healthy. Furthermore, high-quality extra virgin olive oil is rich in compounds called polyphenols, which are powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation is a known contributor to many age-related health problems, so a diet that actively fights it is a huge benefit for longevity. When you choose an olive oil, look for extra virgin and cold-pressed, as this indicates the highest quality with the most health benefits. A daily intake of about 2 to 3 tablespoons of good olive oil, perhaps one on your lunchtime salad, and another used in your evening cooking, is a great goal to aim for. The Ikarian kitchen is also filled with the wonderful aromas of fresh and dried herbs. They use herbs not just for flavor, but also for their gentle medicinal properties, a practice as old as the island itself. Rosemary, oregano, sage, mint, and chamomile are used in abundance in their cooking and are also brewed into daily teas. Rosemary, for example, is known to contain substances that are good for brain health and may help improve memory and focus, Oregano is a powerful natural antibacterial and is packed with antioxidants, helping to support a strong immune system. Sage has been used for centuries to soothe sore throats and aid digestion, and mint is wonderful for settling an upset stomach. This brings us to one of the most cherished daily rituals in Ikaria, drinking herbal tea. Instead of starting their day with strong coffee, many Ikarians sip on teas made from these local herbs, often sweetened with a small spoonful of local honey. This daily habit not only hydrates them, but also delivers a consistent, gentle dose of these health-promoting plant compounds. A warm cup of chamomile tea in the evening can promote restful sleep, while a cup of dandelion tea is traditionally used to support liver function. Making a simple switch from a sugary soda to a cup of herbal tea is an easy and enjoyable way to bring a piece of Ikarian wisdom into your own life. Potatoes are another important staple food on the island, providing a healthy source of complex carbohydrates for energy. Unlike the deep-fried French fries common in Western diets, Ikarians typically boil or roast their potatoes, often with the skin on. The potato skin is a fantastic source of fiber, potassium, and B vitamins, so eating the whole potato maximizes its nutritional value. Potassium is a crucial mineral for maintaining healthy blood pressure, as it helps to balance sodium levels in the body. A medium-sized baked potato with its skin on contains a surprising amount of potassium, more than a banana, which is famously known for this nutrient. When it comes to dairy, the Ikarian choice is quite different from what many of us are used to. They consume dairy products in moderation, and when they do, it is almost always from goats or sheep, not cows. They enjoy goat's milk and make their own cheese, like feta, and yogurt from this milk. Goat's milk is often easier for people to digest than cow's milk, and it has a slightly different nutritional profile, being rich in calcium and certain beneficial fatty acids. The yogurt they eat is naturally fermented, which means it is full of probiotics, the good bacteria that are essential for a healthy gut. A healthy gut is linked to a stronger immune system, better digestion, and even an improved mood, so including fermented foods is a very wise choice. Fish is also part of the Ikarian diet, but it is not eaten every day. They typically consume small oily fish like sardines, anchovies, and cod a couple of times a week. These types of fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are incredibly important for brain health, reducing inflammation, and protecting the heart. Experts often suggest we get around 500 milligrams of combined omega-3s per day, and a single serving of sardines, which is about 3 to 4 ounces, can provide more than double that amount. Eating smaller fish also has the benefit of being lower in mercury and other contaminants that can accumulate in larger predatory fish. You might be wondering about meat, and this is where the Ikarian diet differs significantly from many others. Red meat is not a regular part of their meals. Instead, it is reserved for special occasions and celebrations, perhaps once or twice a month. They might have a little bit of pork or goat during a holiday feast, but it is certainly not a daily or even weekly staple. This low consumption of red meat, particularly processed meats, is a major factor in their heart health and low rates of certain diseases. When they do eat meat, it comes from animals that have been raised locally and have roamed freely, resulting in a healthier final product. To embrace this principle, you could try introducing meatless Mondays into your week, where you focus on plant-based meals built around beans, lentils, and vegetables. Now, let's talk about a beverage that is often enjoyed daily in Ikaria: red wine. Ikarians often enjoy a small glass or two of their locally produced strong red wine with their evening meal, usually in the company of friends and family. This moderate consumption of red wine, particularly when enjoyed with food, has been linked to some health benefits. Red wine is rich in antioxidants, like resveratrol, which comes from the skin of the grapes and is thought to be good for the heart. The key word here is moderation, as excessive alcohol consumption is harmful to your health. The social context is just as important. The wine is part of a relaxing meal shared with loved ones, which helps to reduce stress and foster connection. Finally, we cannot forget about bread, which is a staple in many cultures. The bread in Ikaria is not the highly processed, soft white bread found on most supermarket shelves. They eat a hearty, dense sourdough bread made from whole grains, which has a much lower impact on blood sugar levels. The sourdough fermentation process also makes the bread easier to digest, and helps to unlock more of its nutrients. It's a more substantial and healthier choice that provides slow-release energy throughout the day. And for a touch of sweetness, Icarians use raw, local honey, which is unpasteurized and contains beneficial enzymes and pollen. It is used sparingly to sweeten their herbal teas or yogurt, providing a natural sweetness without the negative effects of refined sugar. The Icarian diet in its entirety is a beautiful example of how eating simple, natural and whole foods can pave the way for a long and healthy life. It is not about counting calories or restricting food groups, but about celebrating the abundance of healthy plants, beans and good fats that nature provides. While the food is a critical piece of the puzzle, the secrets of Icaria's longevity extend far beyond the kitchen. The way Icarians live their daily lives, how they move, rest, and connect with each other is just as important as the food they eat. One of the most striking aspects of Icarian life is their approach to physical activity. You won't find many gyms or structured exercise classes on the island because movement is naturally woven into the fabric of their everyday existence. The terrain of Ikaria is hilly and rugged, which means that simply walking to a neighbor's house, to the local shop, or to tend to their garden involves a constant low-intensity workout. This type of natural movement is arguably more beneficial for long-term health than short bursts of intense exercise followed by hours of sitting. They are on their feet throughout the day, gardening, herding goats, kneading bread, and doing household chores without modern conveniences. This consistent, gentle activity keeps their muscles strong, their joints flexible, and their cardiovascular systems healthy without putting excessive strain on the body. The lesson for us is to find more ways to build movement into our own daily routines, perhaps by taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking further away from the store entrance, or starting a small garden in our backyard. Another deeply ingrained cultural practice in Ikaria is the midday nap or siesta. After their midday meal, many Icarians will take a short rest, allowing their bodies to digest and recharge for the afternoon. Research has shown that a regular short nap can have remarkable health benefits, including reducing stress and lowering the risk of heart problems. Taking a nap helps to lower levels of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, which, when elevated for long periods, can contribute to a host of health issues. A study that followed Greek adults found that those who took regular midday naps had a significantly lower risk of dying from heart disease. Even if you cannot take a full nap, simply scheduling 20 to 30 minutes of quiet time in the middle of your day to sit, rest, and disengage from a busy schedule can be incredibly restorative. Perhaps the most powerful secret of all is the strength of their social and family connections. Icarians are deeply embedded in a close-knit community where family and friends are the center of life. They spend a great deal of time socializing, visiting each other's homes, sharing meals, and celebrating together. Older members of the community are not isolated. They are respected, integrated, and play a vital role in family life, often helping to raise grandchildren and pass down traditions. This constant social interaction provides a powerful buffer against loneliness and depression, which are significant health risks, especially in older age. Feeling connected and having a strong support system is fundamentally important for both mental and physical well-being. Making a point to call a friend, schedule a regular dinner with family, or join a local club or group can help us cultivate the same kind of strong social fabric in our own lives. Closely related to their social life is their unique perception of time. In Ikaria, there is a relaxed, unhurried approach to life, where clocks and strict schedules hold less importance. People are not constantly rushing from one appointment to the next, a phenomenon that has been dubbed Icarian time. This laid-back attitude means they experience far less chronic stress than people in more fast-paced societies. Chronic stress is a silent enemy to our health, contributing to high blood pressure, a weakened immune system, and an increased risk of heart disease. By not worrying about being a few minutes late and by prioritizing people over schedules, Icarians naturally keep their stress levels in check. While we may not be able to completely abandon our schedules, we can learn from this by practicing mindfulness, being more present in the moment, and consciously choosing not to sweat the small stuff. Furthermore, people in Ikaria seem to have a strong sense of purpose, or what some might call a reason to wake up in the morning. Retirement, as many of us know it, doesn't really exist there in the same way. Older Icarians remain active and engaged in daily life, whether it's through tending their garden, making wine, helping their children's families, or participating in community life. They continue to contribute in meaningful ways, which gives them a sense of value, purpose, and continued relevance. This sense of purpose is a powerful driver of longevity, as it provides motivation and a positive outlook on life, no matter one's age. Finding something you are passionate about, whether it's a hobby, volunteering, or mentoring someone younger, can provide that same vital sense of purpose. Living in a natural environment also plays a significant role in their health. Ikaria is a mountainous island with clean air and plenty of sunshine, which encourages an outdoor lifestyle. Spending time in nature has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and boost overall well-being. The ample sunshine also ensures that Icarians get plenty of vitamin D, which is essential for strong bones and a healthy immune system. Our skin produces vitamin D when it is exposed to sunlight, but as we age, our ability to produce it efficiently can decrease. Health authorities often recommend that older adults get around 800 international units or 20 micrograms of vitamin D per day. To get that amount from food, you would need to eat a generous 6-ounce serving of salmon, or drink about 6 to 8 glasses of fortified milk. Regular, safe sun exposure, such as a short 15-minute walk in the morning sun, can help your body produce this vital nutrient naturally. The combination of all these lifestyle factors creates a powerful synergy that promotes a long and healthy life. It is not just one single thing, but the interplay of a healthy diet, constant natural movement, restorative rest, strong social bonds, low stress, and a sense of purpose that makes the Icarian lifestyle so effective. It is a holistic approach to living that nourishes the body, mind, and spirit in equal measure. Now that we have explored the remarkable diet and lifestyle of the people of Ikaria, you might be thinking that it all sounds wonderful, but also very distant. After all, most of us do not live on a sun-drenched Greek island with a garden in our backyard and goats in the hills. However, the true beauty of the Icarian way of life is that its core principles can be adapted and applied no matter where you live. You do not need to make drastic, overwhelming changes overnight. Instead, the key is to introduce small, sustainable habits inspired by these lessons. Let's begin with the diet, which is often the easiest place to start making a positive change. You could start by focusing on adding more plant-based foods to your meals each day. Challenge yourself to have a meatless Monday every week, where you experiment with a delicious recipe using beans or lentils as the star ingredient. Try adding a handful of spinach to your morning eggs or a cup of cooked chickpeas to your lunchtime soup to effortlessly boost your fiber and nutrient intake. Make a conscious switch to using extra virgin olive oil as your primary fat for cooking and salad dressings, replacing other vegetable oils or butter. Keep a bottle on your table and drizzle a little over your vegetables or a slice of whole grain toast, just as an Icarian would. Explore the world of herbs by starting a small herb garden on your windowsill with pots of rosemary, oregano, and mint. Using fresh herbs will not only elevate the flavor of your food, but will also infuse your meals with their health-promoting properties. Brewing a cup of herbal tea can become a new daily ritual, perhaps replacing a sugary soft drink in the afternoon or serving as a calming beverage before bed. When it comes to movement, think about how you can forget to drive for short trips. Could you walk to the local post office or the corner store instead of taking the car? Look for opportunities to take the stairs, as each step is a small investment in your leg strength and heart health. Gardening is a fantastic way to mimic the natural, functional movement of Icarians, as it involves bending, lifting, and stretching in a purposeful way. Even if you only have a small balcony, you can enjoy container gardening and reap the benefits of both physical activity and fresh produce. Consider incorporating a short period of rest into your day, inspired by the Icarian siesta. You do not necessarily have to sleep, but you can set aside 20 minutes to sit quietly in a comfortable chair, listen to calming music, or simply close your eyes and breathe deeply. This deliberate pause can work wonders for lowering your stress levels and improving your focus for the rest of the day. Nurturing your social connections is perhaps one of the most enjoyable lessons to put into practice. Make a commitment to call a friend or family member each day, not just with a quick text message, but for a real conversation. Schedule a regular weekly or bi-weekly meal with loved ones, making that time sacred and protected from other distractions. Look for groups or clubs in your community that align with your interests, whether it's a book club, a walking group, or a volunteer organization. Building and maintaining these social ties is a powerful antidote to isolation and a cornerstone of a long, happy life. To cultivate a more relaxed Ikarian sense of time, try to practice being more present in your daily activities. When you are eating your meal, focus on the taste and texture of your food instead of watching television or looking at your phone. When you are talking with someone, give them your full attention, which not only reduces your own stress, but also strengthens your connection with them. Allow yourself a little more flexibility in your schedule and try not to get upset by small delays or inconveniences that are beyond your control. Finally, reflect on what gives you a sense of purpose. What activities make you feel engaged, useful, and joyful? Perhaps it is teaching a skill to a grandchild, working on a long-term project you are passionate about, or contributing to a community cause. Make sure to dedicate time to these activities, as they provide the mental and emotional nourishment that is essential for a vibrant life at any age. By taking these small, consistent steps, you can begin to weave the wisdom of Ikaria into the fabric of your own life. It's not about achieving perfection, but about making conscious choices that support your health and happiness day after day. Each healthy meal, each walk around the block, and each conversation with a friend is a step on the path toward a longer, more fulfilling life. In conclusion, the long-lived people of Ikaria offer us a profound and hopeful message about aging. They show us that reaching an advanced age does not have to be synonymous with frailty and disease. Instead, it can be a time of vitality, connection, and continued purpose, supported by a lifestyle that is in harmony with nature and human nature. We have learned that their longevity is not due to a single magic pill or a secret food, but rather a holistic combination of factors. It's the plant-rich, whole foods diet, filled with greens, beans, and olive oil. It's the constant, gentle movement that is a natural part of their day. It's the restorative power of a midday rest and a life with less chronic stress. And most importantly, it's the deep, unwavering commitment to family, friends, and community that provides a foundation of love and support throughout their lives. The Ikarian way of life reminds us of the power of simplicity and the wisdom of tradition. It encourages us to slow down, to savor our food, to move our bodies, and to cherish the people around us. These are not complex or expensive prescriptions for health, but rather simple, timeless truths that we can all begin to embrace today. I hope this journey to Ikaria has inspired you to think about small changes you can make to live a little more like the world's healthiest, longest-lived people. If you found this information helpful and would like to see more content exploring simple ways to improve your health and well-being, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue to create and share this valuable information. Please remember, the information shared here is for educational purposes and is based on extensive research and my experience in helping people with their health and diet goals. I am not a medical doctor, and this video is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your own healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle.